What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we hit the finale of the Gauntlet Series for the Dali iO-12 headphones, and their final opponent in this series will be the Focal Bathys headphones. Now, this should be really good. Focal Bathys, I had them at, believe as my top headphones going in. My last top 10 or my last top 5 listing had these guys at number 1. This is going to be really interesting. A lot of fun. As always, I'll leave links in the description below to my unboxing videos for both, as well as links to where you can buy both of these if you're interested. This is going to be really great. So let's dive right in. All right, back in, did the coin flip off camera. We're going to start off with the iO-12s. We got our first song in. Now, these guys do not have an app to EQ, but they do have 2 presets. I am using the hi-fi version. The hi-fi setting on the earbuds or headphones. I don't know why I keep calling them earbuds. On the headphones. So we want to go ahead and see how they rate with, I like that sound, basically. I do like the bass. I'm a bass head. I do like that, but I think I get a better overall rendition of audio with the with hi-fi. So let's go ahead and get in. Make sure we at our optimal listening level first. All right, I think we're good there. All right, here we go. The clarity right off the top when the lead vocalist. Very clear. The breaths, the parsing of the lips, the detail. Oh, that soundstage with the background vocalist. Nice and wide. Oh, the details are remarkable on these. Very clean sounding. Very nice. I just love the clarity, the detail you get in that, the pops from the popping sound from the syllables when it's there. And again, the background vocalist just as clean, just as clear as the lead vocalist, but you could tell there's distancing. Let me pause this. You could tell there's spacing in there, so they don't sound like they're right on top of each other. It just sounds so good, so good. All right, let's go ahead and get this switch over to the Focal Bathys. See how they do. All right, we're back in. We got the Bathys on, and we are in their app. However, I am using their sound personalization setting. I've always used it with these headphones. I think it gives me the best overall sound out of them. So we're going to go ahead and rock with that. I can't show you it, unfortunately. Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah, I can. All right, so that's what my personalized settings looks like after testing. All right, so let's go back in. We're going to go ahead and make sure we at our optimal listening level. All right, we're there. Now let's go ahead and get back over to our first song. Make sure we're at the beginning. All right, here we go. Oh, nice, bright, natural volume. I can literally turn these down. Turn it down a couple notches. Okay, nice clarity, good detail. Man, these get really loud. All right. Now, as far as detail goes, these are really nicely done. Getting in the breaths, the parsing of the lips. The sound stage is nice. And again, the background vocalists sound just as clear. Man, that sounds, again, just a great natural volume, great clarity. Sounds so clean. Again, great clarity, nice natural volume, good detail with the parsing of the lips, the breaths, inhales and exhales, uh, the popping sound from the syllables during the song. Um, but then again, very clean. The sound stage was nice. Uh, Not as wide as on the iO-12s, but still nice. You still got that separation there. Sound really good. All right, so let's go ahead and get these switched out, and we're gonna go USB-C to USB-C. All right, we're back in. We're going USB-C to USB-C on this one. Still in the first song, we got the Dali iO-12s on, and I just wanted to show you where our volume level is. This is where we're at volume-wise. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump right in. Let's back that up. All right, here we go. Again, nice clarity. Still, definitely lower volume than Bluetooth, but the sound stage nice and wide. Again, still getting that clarity, still getting the detail. Just sounds great. That's very, very clean. And again, I love how balanced the background vocalists are, and these sound so wonderful. Oh, just sounds so clear. Oh, such a great sound. Even despite the fact that the volume is lower than when using Bluetooth, you still get everything. You get the clarity, you get the sound stage is nice and wide. I know I already mentioned this stuff, but man, it just uh has to be mentioned again. Just a great sound. All right, let's go ahead and get these switched over to the Bathys and see how they do with USB-C. All right, we're back in. We got the Bathys in or on. We are USB-C to USB-C. Now, the Bathys does have an internal DAC. Let me show you. I'm trying not to bump the camera here. But as you can see, I don't know if you can see it here. Let me make sure we get that in. Here on the switch here, you got a built-in DAC. So we had to turn this on in order to be able to listen to them via USB Type C. So they do have that extra advantage going into this one with between these two, and they also use it with the 3.5 millimeter connection. So again, they still have like a slight advantage uh, as far as sound goes over the Bathys, or excuse me, over the iO-12s. But we're going to see exactly how much of an advantage they do have. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're gonna put these back on. I just wanted to put that out there for you guys, just so that you know. Okay, and here we go. Okay, right off the bat, nice and loud. We could turn these down. All right, turn down a little bit. Great clarity, great detail. They sound so good. Again, soundstage is nice. I just love the way these sound. Again, the clarity is so good, and again with the and you got nice detail. And the background vocal is just as clear, just as bright sounding. Very nice. Again, very nice sounding. Again, you could definitely. I'm not gonna say you could definitely tell with using the DAC on these. You could definitely tell the clarity difference between Bluetooth and the DAC. It's a, if you're listening real clear, you can definitely tell the difference in clarity and everything. So very nice sounding. With the USB Type C, we're gonna go ahead and flip over to the 3.5 millimeter test right now. All right, we're back in. We are using the 3.5 millimeter test now. We're using passive USB-C, the 3.5 millimeter dongle, and for each headphones, we're using their stock 3.5 millimeter cable that came in the box with the respective headphones. So that way, there's no no confusion whatsoever about that. I know there's people say it doesn't matter, but there are those out there who to think it is. All right, let's go ahead and we got it. First song, we are 3.5 to 3.5. Let's go. That's our volume level. You get great clarity, really clean, very nice. Again, nice wide sound stage. Clarity is fantastic. Again, the popping sound, the detail. Oh, so clean, so clear. The breaths, the detail. Again, the background vocalists, they sound so good. And you can tell the spacing, soundstage is wonderful. Just so clear. All right. All right, went over a little bit, but man, that sounds so clean, so crisp, so clear. It just sounds wonderful. All right, let's go ahead and get these flipped over and have the Bathys 3.5 millimeter test. See how they do. All right, we're back in. We got the 3.5 millimeter test ready for the Focal Bathys headphones. And just real quick, I made a little error in speaking earlier about the DAC for the Focal Bathys. It only works with the USB Type C connection. So this 3.5 to 3.5 millimeter test is pure straight in, no DAC features or anything like that. So there's no upper hand on this one. Let's go. All right, very clear. Let me make sure we're at our listening level. Nice detail. Good sound stage. Again, not as loud as with the Bluetooth or even USB Type C with DAC, but the clarity is definitely there. Very clear, very clean. Oh, they sound so good. And again, nice detail. Very clean. Again, nice sound. Very clear. Uh, I like the I like the sound, the clarity of the lead vocalist as well as the background vocalist. The soundstage sound better on the 3.5 millimeter connection than it did on the other two for these headphones, in my opinion. It's gotten night wider. The spacing was a little wider. It sound great. But that's something that I picked up listening to all three connection types. All right, so that wraps up our first song for both of these guys. We'll go ahead and flip on to our second song and back into Bluetooth. Stay strapped in. All right, we are back in. Let me fix the camera a little bit here. I bumped it a little bit. All right, there we go. All right, back in. Second song, we're going to start with Bluetooth. The iO-12s are on. Let's go ahead and jump in. Volume settings are still the same as before. Here we go. All right. Nice warm start. I like the little low end rumble with the keyboard and drums here. Lead saxophone. Sounds so crisp. Again, nice wide sound stage. Oh, this sounds so good. The clarity. The detail as well. All right, here's a high note. So clean. Now we got the best of the band in. Again, nice. The sound stage being so wide, they sound so clean. Sounds so real. Again, nice detail with the keyboard there. It just sounds so good. All right, I ran over a lot on that one. My bad. I was just so into it. It sounds so clean. Ah, man. I have my doubts about these headphones. Uh, I've seen a couple of the guys overseas talk about them, and I have my doubts, but these are like one of my bucket list items, and I see why. These things sound fantastic. All right, let's go ahead, flip over to the Bathys and see how they do. All right, we're back in. We slide this over a little bit. We got the Bathys on. We're ready to go for their first test of the Bluetooth test of the second song. Let's jump right in. Okay. Nice low end on the beginning. Nice rumble there. Good keyboard. Again, the nice bright volume has a louder natural volume. Again, let's see, how we got these? Oh, okay. They're still pretty loud, man. Even at that level. I like it. I love it. Again, nice clarity with the saxophone. You got a good thump blow in with the drums. Here's the high note. Okay, soundstage is not as wide. There go the background instruments. Sounds nice and clear. The detail is there. Very clean. All right. I ran over a little bit on that one just to keep it fair with the iO-12s. But again, nice natural volume. They get very loud. This is via Bluetooth. You got good clarity. And like I said, the soundstage is nice. It's not as nice. It's not as wide as the iO-12s. Um, so I'll save that. I'll save my overall suggestion or more thoughts on that for the end. But you can definitely tell the difference in soundstage between the two headphones, and especially here on the Bluetooth setting. All right, let's go ahead and get switched over to USB Type C to USB Type C. See how they do. All right, we're in USB Type C. I want to show you my headphone settings. All right, there it is. We have Bluetooth turned off. So that way there is no mistaken in connection types. All right, so we got the iO-12s on rather. There I go. All right, here we go. Again, nice clean start off. Nice little rumble there with the low end rather with the drums and keyboard. Again, naturally a little lower in sound, but you're not losing, I mean, as far as volume goes, but you're not losing clarity of sound. Very clean. Very clear. Again, nice. Here's a high note. Oh yeah, it definitely reaches it. All right, here goes the background instruments. Again, with that wide sound stage, it just makes it sound so much better. Definitely the nice separation with the instruments gives you detail. Man, these guys are amazing. Very clean. All right, I ran over again. I ran yet again. But man, these things sound so good. The sound stage is wonderful on these. I think it's some of the best sound. I think this has the best sound stage, in my opinion, so far. Uh, but I will talk about that later. That just sound just so good. All right, let's go ahead, flip over to the Batiste. See how they do. All right, back in. We're going USB Type C to USB Type C. And remember, with the Focal Bathys, in order to use USB Type C connection, you have to turn on their internal DAC. So they have that built-in advantage over the iO-12s. So just to put that out there. So let's go ahead and take a look. Take a listen, rather. All right. Nice natural volume. These size, nice little roll, get you a nice little rumble on the low end. That lead saxophone sounds very nice, very crisp. Again, nice volume gives you good detail. However, the sound stage is kind of tight. It's nice, but it's comparing it to the iO-12s, it's tight. Here comes the high note. Very nice. Now you got the background instruments coming in. Nice and clean. Again, sound stage not as wide, but it sounds very clean. And again, the natural volume. I ran over. I'm terrible at this. The natural volume of these guys is it get really loud, and I do like that. I do like that I don't have to turn it up to 100% to order to get great volume out of headphones. But man, they give you a lot, and it sounds really good. Again, they do have their caveats in there and stuff, but we'll discuss that later. All right, so let's go ahead and flip over to the 3.5 millimeter test, starting with the iO-12. All right, we are back in. We're going 3.5 to 3.5 to the iO-12s right now. Last song, let's dive in. Again, nice sound. Nice low end rumble there with the keyboard drums. Just clean sounding. Lead saxophone comes in. So crisp. Oh, sounds wonderful. It's just such a clean sound. How do you not enjoy this? Again, nice thump with the drums. Here's a high note. Nailed it. Now we have the background instruments coming in. Just sounds so clean. Again, with the sound, with the sound stage being so wide, it just you hear everything. You get all of it. Every instrument. Very nice. I know I went over a little bit there again, but these sound so clean. Like I've always said, if you had a really good pair of headphones or earbuds that gives you that great sound, and you have your favorite song and you're listening to it on there, you can just close your eyes. You can go anywhere you want. It will take you. It will take you places, man. They just sound so good. You get so uh, what's the word I'm looking for? Enveloped into the song, and man, you could be transported somewhere else, at least for that couple of minutes, unless you unless you do a repeat. But just for that couple of minutes, you are somewhere else, and and it just does a really good job. And these are one of those pair. All right, let's go ahead. I should have saved that for the ending, but I want to get that out there. I might even say it again later. Sorry, my apologies if I do. But let's go ahead and get these guys switched out, and we'll see how the Batiste do 3.5 with the last song. All right, we are back in. Final song uh, for the for the series. Actually, we got the Batiste in 3.5 millimeter sound test. Let's go. All right, nice start. Nice low with the low end with the keyboard and drums. Nice little rumble there. Very clean. Okay, nice crisp saxophone. And the soundstage seems a little wider compared to the other two types of connections. Gives you nice sound separation there. Nice, but very, very clean. Again, not as naturally loud as the other two connections either. Here's a high note. Okay, nice and clean. Now we got the background instruments coming in. Very nice. Very clean. Again, this version, this setup with the 3.5 is giving you gives you a little more of a sound stage, a little wider of a sound stage with these headphones, which gives you that again makes the background instruments sound better. In my opinion, you're able to follow them if you wish, like a certain background instrument. You can actually focus on it if you like to, with the wider sound stage and the wider instrumental sound separation. It just I really really like that. I really like it. It's a shame it comes with the in the 3.5 millimeter portion, but I love the way that sounds. All right, let's go ahead and get this wrapped up. Man, this has been a great head to head, and talk about it just briefly, these two, and then we'll pick our winner. Stay strapped in. All right, we're back in. This has been a great finale episode, as well as a really fun overall series for the Dali iO-12s. And man, did they not disappoint in this head to head? Excuse me. In this head to head, it was everything I thought it would be. To be honest with you, let's go ahead. Let's go song real quick, song by song. We're gonna do first the first song, Bluetooth. Both of them sound really good. The Apollo, excuse me, I'm very calling the Apollos. The Batiste night had the night. It was naturally louder overall on across the board, with the exception of the USB, or excuse me, the I believe it was what the 3.5 uh, millimeter connections. The Batiste were the louder of the two headphones. Uh, However, I've noticed between all the songs is that they were louder. They got great detail. I think they matched detail with the Batiste. However, the sound stage was tighter. You could definitely tell the difference when listening to these two. Like I said, and let me dive in a little bit deeper. The first song on Bluetooth, again, both of them had nice volume there. Batiste was a little louder, but the iO-12 soundstage was much wider, gave you that nice separation, and of course, you got really great clarity when it came to the vocalists in the first song from both of these in Bluetooth, uh, and you got really good detail. But I think I can't go away from the iO-12s on that. As much as I love the sound of the Batiste, I can't go away from the iO-12s when it came to that because of that sound separation. Yes, the Batiste were louder and everything, but man, when you got that separation, that the spacing and the separation, you get so much more of a theater type feel when you're listening to vocalists and everything. It was really good. This going into USB-C to USB Type C for both of these. Again, Bathys, the louder of the two, but the better, the more refined sound. When I say refined, I should have said it, mentioned in the first one when it comes to sound separation, clarity. I mean, don't get it wrong. The Bathys had really good clarity as well, but the soundstage made so being as tight as it was, uh, in comparison to the iO-12s, made it sound almost like the uh, almost like songs were like the instruments were over on top of each other. Uh, but I'm again great detail and everything. But man, just that level of sound coming out of the iO-12s was really good. Now 3.5 to 3.5, I think that's where these guys pretty much paired up. We're pretty much even in my opinion. You got really good the sound stage was much improved on the Bathys. They basically matched the iO-12s when it came to the soundstage in the 3.5 millimeter test on both songs. You got that nice wide soundstage. You got the good detail, the really clean detail and everything. You picked up everything. You could follow all the song, all the instruments if you wanted to, or the vocalists. They just sound really spaced out between the lead vocalist and the two background vocalists. You definitely tell there was spacing in there. So uh, definitely, I think, in my opinion, they matched the Bathys when it came to the 3.5 connection. Now, going into the second song, more of the same when it came to sound separation, sound clarity, detail, when it came to Bluetooth as well as USB Type C. Although the Bathys was louder in both of those instances, the iO-12s gave you a little bit a better sound stage, more detail. As far as the vocalists, their mannerisms. That's when I say that, I mean the parsing of the lips, the breaths, the popping sounds when it comes to when they're different vocals and stuff, and that type of thing. You did get a good bit of that also on the Bathys, but not as clear as on the iO-12, despite the fact that the volume was louder. You didn't get that nuance that you would get with the iO-12s out of these guys. But again, just like the 3.5s, I consider this a draw between these two because the 3.5 connection with the excuse me, with the Bathys matched the iO-12s. In my opinion, you've got that nice wide sound stage. Everything sound really good. And they did kind of met there at the right in that for me as far as 3.5 connections do. Now the one thing I do have to give notice to is the DAC selection with USB Type C for the Bathys, and I think that contributed also to the louder volume and the detail given. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Although the DAC was on, these guys have that internal DAC. They had great detail. They still didn't match the iO-12s when it came to the detail. When it came in sound separation, the sound stage, they still didn't match the iO-12s with that. So I know there's going to be a lot of people out there in the comments saying, "But the DAC on these is better." Dude, I'm listening to these one to one, back to back, and yes, you got a brighter, louder sound um out of the Batiste, but when it came to just the nuance in the song, the detailing in the song, iO-12s did a fantastic job, and they just sound really, really good. All right, but again, it was just a great head to head. I still considered the Batiste one of my top, but I think they have been knocked off their perch as the best earbud headphones in my collection because my winner is the Dali iO-12s just because of the sound on the. They just sound so good. Are they the loudest? No. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Do their max volume? No, they're not the loudest of my collection as far as headphones go. But I think as far as when it comes to nuance, clarity, detail, soundstage, these guys going to be tough to be matched. As far as these guys, as far as my Bathys go, they are still in my top three. I mean, they're not going anywhere anytime soon. They just got knocked off the top spot in my opinion. Yes, I got other headphones that I didn't test them with, like the MW75s here. I didn't test them against that. They will get a head-to-head with them, solo head-to-head video with against the iO-12s. I got the H95s here that I didn't test them with. Yes, they will get their. They'll also get a one-on-one with against the iO-12s, and of course I got the 5909s by Mark Levinson. They didn't get their fair shake in this Gauntlet Series. They too will get a one-on-one video against the iO-12. So just in case anybody's out there is wondering where those headphones were, why did I not select them? I only selected 4 for this video. Like I said, there's 3 more. I could have stretched this Gauntlet Series out forever, but I figure I'll do some 4s here that I've been getting a lot of requests for, like the Focus Apollos, the Bathys. I've been getting a lot of requests for them. The P100s. Got a few requests for these to go up against them. So I went ahead and incorporated those guys here into this Gauntlet Series. But my more higher end headphones, as you can see that I pulled them out, I will definitely be doing one-to-one head-to-heads in the future here against the iO-12. So you want to make sure you're subscribed and the notifications turned on so you can take a look at that. All right, so this has been the finale of the Gauntlet Series for the Dali iO-12s, where they did a clean sweep, in my opinion. But in this one, the Bathys really showed me something. And again, that 3.5 connection is pretty much even here. So if you are into the wired field and you do like the wired connection, you're definitely not missing out between these two. All right. So if you like what you see, go and hit the like button. If you want to join me as I continue to do these videos and others, go and hit the subscribe and notification bell. That way you guys are notified. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.